Okay, so today we are going to go over how to use power saves for Pokemon Sun and Moon. I've seen lots of videos on how to do it for previous games, but I haven't seen Sun and Moon yet. This will also work for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but I'm just going to use the regular Pokemon Moon today for my demo. So the first thing you need to do, obviously, is get the equipment for power saves and the program. There are lots of places that do this. You can get it off eBay, Amazon. There are game stores that you can buy it at. You can go to the Power Saves website and buy it through them. If you have set one up previously, if you update it to the new version, you can still do it. For example, I'm running, let's see, I got my Power Saves back, I want to say around Omega Ruby, so I guess it wasn't that long ago, but mine with the new installation now works with Pokemon Moon and Ultra, so that shouldn't be a problem. Underneath this tutorial you will see the links for the list of Pokemon, which right here shows you the national dex or index numbers and the ability list. Oh, is that? Hang on, maybe that's not yeah, it is. Okay, so this one, the ability list I use, that shows you the number of the ability. You don't actually need that anymore, but if you want it, it'll be down there just in case, along with the list of moves, which is what I use to choose what my Pokemon's going to have eventually. Okay, so let's go to our power saves. I'm going to go ahead and insert the cartridge, just so you can see this startup process. Sorry if you can hear my dogs walking around in the background. That's just kind of a sensitive mic compared to my old one. So we'll just wait for this to, oh, yeah, they're going to pop up that advertisement. Wait for the codes to load. Be just a minute there. I forgot to note, if you're just installing it for the first time, you will not have these saves here. It's a good idea to go ahead and create a backup for the first time you do any game. For example, here's my first Pokemon Moon save, and then when you do changes it should do an automatic backup, but it's important to always have that just in case you mess something up. Okay, so for this one, we are going to create a Pokemon. And in this case, I believe, hang on, let's see, I think I am doing Silvally in this one. I have Null, but I didn't have Silvally, but I kind of want to keep my copy of Null that I got from playing the game. So I'm going to make a Silvally. So I go to the Wonder Card codes, you can see that right here. Click on the little arrow. Fake Slot 1 Wonder Card Modifier. Now, I'll record this separate and try and add it in, but if I can't, what you want to do, and there are other people who've showed this part of the game, I just don't have a cartridge recorder for the 3DS, is before you get to this point, you'll want to go into your item codes, go to medicine codes. It used to be items, tools, but now it's medicines. Go to max item codes, slot 1, 900, hit that, and then apply it. I've already done that, so I'm not going to apply it this time. It will get that all done and save it. Once you have done that, you'll go back to your game and go to a Pokemon Center, and then go and sell the amount of that slot 1 item in medicine until you have the same number as the Pokemon you want, the national number. So for example, for Silvally, the number is 773. With the medicine codes, it gives you 900 items. So I sold 127 of those. Mine happened to be super potions. Until I had 773 super potions, or whatever item it is, left. Then, when you come into here, you will go to, again, Wonder Card codes, Fake Slot 1 Wonder Card Modifier. And then you're going to want this one right here, Wonder Card Pokemon Modifier. So you'll click on that, hit Apply, and this is the screen it kind of goes through. As you can see, it just goes through them one at a time, checks them off. I'm just going to wait till that's done, and then I'll come back. Okay, so that is just finished running. So now you might notice that it has just created an automatic backup before it added that Pokemon to my file. So that's awesome. And then, so we'll want to uncheck this. Go ahead and close that. You don't have to, but I like to. So now what I like to do is have two running at the same time after the first one. So I'm going to go ahead. So last time I did Lurantis, and right now it is sitting in box 1, slot 1. And I want to give it these moves. Now the old way, you used to have to take the tool items in slot 2 through, I think it was 6, and you'd have to have, however many and minus it until that had that number of items, just like we did just barely to get the Silvally. Now you don't have to. They've made that a little bit easier. So what you do now, just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go back through and remember where it was. What you do now is you're go into Pokemon codes right here, and then you go down until you find the move modifier box 1 slot 1 codes. Click on that, and you'll see here it has move 1, 2, 3, and 4 codes. So you'll pick number 1 first, and you can see it's listed them all here. And I like to write out which ones I have, or which ones I want. So for example, my first one is Leaf Blade, so oops, don't want that. So I will go down and just scroll down until you find the one you want. It is a very long list, so it's easier to do this than to use my scroll mouse. Let's see. Where are you? Okay, here's Leaf Blade. Let me make sure that was the same one. Yes, it is. Okay. And then just click Apply. Now, I'm not sure if you can do more than one move at a time before applying. However, I know in the old one you couldn't, so I'm just doing them one at a time to be safe. And as you can see, it takes my computer a little while to do this. So we'll just go ahead and let that process. Okay, we're about halfway done. I just wanted to let the screen run this time just so you could see it if you haven't seen it before. It is a little boring, but I usually do other stuff while I'm doing this anyways. So let me look up what I'm getting next while we're doing that. Solar Blade is the next one I chose for this Lurantis. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and unclick that. Go back up. I just like to close them all. You probably don't have to, but I prefer to. And we'll go down to Solar Blade. Again, I'm using the scroll bar on the right because it's faster than using my click wheel. Go down to S. Oh, pass. Okay, so there's Solar Blade. And just double check. Yep, that's the one I want. So I'll apply that one. And again, we'll come back when that's done. Okay, so we've finished adding Solar Blade, and the system's pretty much the same for the next 2 moves. You just do the same thing. I'm just going to go ahead and add those. It'll be, let's see. So, Poison Jab. Oop, went past it. There it is. Okay. Okay, and for my last one, I'm doing Giga Drain, so let's hurry and find that one. Ah, missed it. There it is. Okay, so I have now added all 4 of the codes that I want, and then I just wanted to add real quickly, if you want to change your Pokemon into a shiny Pokemon, you just go to Shiny Pokemon Codes, Box 1, Slot 1, Shiny Modify TID. This will turn your Pokemon into a traded Pokemon. And then you can click this button here and apply it. I don't want mine to be shiny, but you can. You can also restore Personal Trainer ID in Box 1, which will unshiny it. I haven't tried this one because it modifies the IV, but you could also do that as well. Just click the one you want, apply, same thing. Now when you're done with this and you've got everything done, it automatically saves every time it goes through, so you shouldn't have to worry about it, but if you are, just hit backup, and we'll say on this one, let's see, we just did, oops, hang on. So we just got Silvally and gave Lurantis moves, so I'll say Wonder card, Lurantis moves. So I have an idea where it is. And then it'll go through, create your save. It just had one like it, so it didn't take very long apparently. There's the save at the bottom of the list. Wonderful. So you just go ahead and take your card out of the box. You'll see it'll go back to that screen unless you close it. And then we will insert it into our game system. I'm going to go ahead and attempt, sorry, moving the computer there. I'm going to attempt to show you kind of, if I can get it to focus, using my phone camera, what that looks like. So we'll be back in just a minute.